Assalamu alaikum and very good afternoon to all my dear students. Class 11 Accountancy. Students, now I think from last 3-4 lectures we have seen the twofold effects of transactions. Students, I hope that you got the idea how to give twofold effect of different transactions. Now I think we should move further a little bit. So we are moving to the very important part of accountancy of your life, that is journal entries. Students, twofold effect of transactions can be given on the basis of accounting equation also, A equal to C plus L. But that inshallah we will discuss when the regular school will start. It's not that very difficult to understand. Very small, brief topic is there, small topic is there. But I believe right now I should start the journal entry. So better I'll start that right now. And accounting equation definitely we are going to discuss in a regular class. Students, to understand the journal entries are heart of accountants. You know students, when heart stops working, then definitely a person will die immediately. Similarly in accountancy also, if journal entry you remove, it means accountancy is just merely like a skeleton, nothing. So we are going to discuss journal entries, and to understand journal entries, we just have to understand the rules first. So I am going to write down here the rules of account. Rules of account. Now, rules of account means that if you want to give journal entries, then you have to keep in mind certain rules which we have to follow. So I'm going to write that first right now. There are 3 types of account. One is personal account. Personal account. Number 1. Number 2, we are having real account. And the third one is nominal account. Students, first one is personal account, second one is real account, and the third one is nominal account. Students, personal account, it means that it is related to person, human being. It is related to person. Now person means human being. It can be anyone, like I can say that Rahul can be there, Rohan can be there. You can say that Rahman can be there, Amir can be there, etc. Any person can be there. Okay? Michael can be there, David can be there, anyone can be there. But other than this person, there are some institutions and organizations which account is considering as an artificial person. For example, like bank. Now we have many banks in our country as well as in entire world. We have State Bank of India, SBI, we have Bank of Baroda, we have HDFC Bank, we have Punjab National Bank, we have ICICI Bank, we have Axis Bank, we have Bandhan Bank, we have UTI, so many banks are there. So all these banks are considered as artificial person from the viewpoint of accountants. Now even companies also. Now companies recognized by the Company Act 1956. The companies which are registered in the office of government by the court of law, it is recognized as a company, either private or public, is also known as artificial person. GNFC, ONGC, Tata, Birla, Reliance, many companies are there in our country, thousands of companies are there. So all these companies are also known as artificial person. Even insurance company is also known as artificial person. So if any transaction which is related to any person or any human being or artificial person, then we have to follow the rules of personal account. What are the rules of personal account? That I will discuss with you very soon. Now the second one is real account. Real account is related to goods as well as assets. The rules of real account I will share with you very soon. But in real account, goods and assets will be there. Now, goods means you have purchased something. That is also something means goods. You have sold something in the market. So, if any goods is there, then the rules of real account will be applicable. Similarly, asset, furniture is there, machinery is there, building is there, debtors are there, stock is there, vehicles are there, tools are there, cash is there, so many things, bank balance is there, investments are there, all these are known as assets. Maybe fixed asset, maybe current asset. Maybe tangible also, and some intangible assets are also there, like goodwill, patent, trademark and copyright. These four I will share with you very soon, maybe in the regular class. That is, goodwill, patent, trademark and copyright are intangible assets which we cannot see from our eyes. That I will share with you in the class. It's a very important matter, so better I will personally talk to you, so that if any doubts you have, you can immediately ask. Now, all the assets, all the goods will be covered by real account. Okay. Now the third one is nominal account. It is related to either profit as well as income. Profit as well as income. Students, some people directly take profit and income same, but it is different. Income means you got something from some people. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 1 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakhs, whatever amount, that is your income. But from that income, if you remove your cost and whatever the extra amount that you are getting after removing your cost, deducting your cost, the balance amount is known as profit. Students, example, I sold a benches in 2,000 rupees. So 2,000 I got, that is my income. But from 2,000 rupees, the cost of the bench was 1,500. So 2,000 minus 1,500, that is 500 rupees, that is my profit. So if income is there or profit is there, or opposite of that, expense as well as loss. If anything related to profit or income, or anything which is related to expense or loss, it is covered by nominal account. So students, if you want to understand journal entries, you have to be more powerful, more efficient in these things: personal account, real account and nominal account. I repeat again, anything which is related to a human being, any person or any artificial person recognized by the court of law is covered by personal account. Anything which is related to goods or asset, it is related to goods or asset, covered by real account. And if any expenses are there, or any losses are there, or if any income is there, or any profit is there, it is covered by nominal account. So students, first of all, my humble request to all of you, in a regular book, you have to copy all these things, and then only we will move further in this part, very important portion of account. I can say the chapter also. Now students, rules I am going to write here. Rules of different accounts. Rules of personal account, rules of real account and rules of nominal account. Students, I give you 1 minute to copy this right now, then we'll move further. Okay, now students, I hope you have copied all these things. So I'm going to discuss the rules of personal account. It is related to person. So here I will write down debit the receiver as well as credit the giver. Students, as we have seen, twofold effect, debit and credit only will be there in account. So if someone receives something from you, that person will be debited. And if someone gives you something, goods or asset, then that person will be credited. These are the rules of personal account. Now students, the rules of real account. Debit, what comes in? Debit, what comes in, and credit, what goes out. स्टूडेंट शॉर्ट में बोलूंगा, जो आता है उसको डेबिट करो, जो जाता है उसको क्रेडिट करो. आता जाता मतलब goods or asset. If something you have purchased means goods will come, so will be debited. If goods goes out of the business, that means sell, it will be credited. तो अगर बिजनेस में कोई असेट या कुछ आ रहा है तो उसको डेबिट कीजिए, डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन. और अगर कुछ जा रहा है देन इट शुड बी क्रेडिटेड, क्रेडिट व्हाट गोज आउट. द रूल्स ऑफ रियल अकाउंट. नाउ नॉमिनल. डेबिट ऑल द लॉसेस एंड एक्सपेंसेस. जो लॉस या एक्सपेंस है उसको क्या करना है, आपको डेबिट करना है. डेबिट ऑल द लॉसेस एंड एक्सपेंसेस. अगर बिजनेस में कोई लॉस है, एक्सपेंस है, तो उसको डेबिट कीजिए. एंड क्रेडिट ऑल द इनकम्स एंड प्रॉफिट. अगर बिजनेस में कोई प्रॉफिट हो रहा है, इनकम हो रही है, तो उसको क्रेडिट करें. सो दीज आर द रूल्स ऑफ थ्री अकाउंट. पर्सनल अकाउंट रूल्स, real account rules and nominal account rules. So students, on the basis of these rules, we are going to write the journal entries now. So in my next lecture, we are going to discuss about journal entries. It may be the most important lecture of class 11 accountants. Hope this point is clear to you. Thank you very much.